In an age of empire and faith, when crowns decided the fate of nations, one coin rose above all others. Forged in gold, marked by power, and bearing the image of a queen who would never yield. This was no ordinary currency. It was a statement, a promise, a symbol of England's strength under a monarch who ruled with fire and grace. This is the story of Elizabeth's sovereign, the coin that defined a dynasty. England, 1558. A nation divided by religion, debt, and fear. But as the crown passes to a 25-year-old woman, a new light begins to rise. Her name, Elizabeth Tudor, and her reign will define an age. And among her many symbols of authority, one would shine brighter than all others, a coin of gold, beauty, and power, the Elizabeth I gold sovereign. The sovereign was not a new invention. Its story began decades earlier under King Henry VII in 1489, a coin meant to represent royal prestige, not simple currency. But under Elizabeth I, it became something more, a declaration of sovereignty itself. Each coin carried the Queen's image enthroned, holding the orb and scepter, symbols of divine rule. Below her feet, the portcullis, the gate of the royal palace. On the reverse, the Tudor rose, crowned with the royal shield, a message to all Europe that England's golden age had begun. Elizabeth's portrait on the coin was no mere likeness. It was propaganda, carefully crafted to project majesty, stability, and eternal youth. The Queen's appearance on her currency became a weapon of diplomacy and control. While the years passed, the image of the sovereign barely changed. The message was clear: Elizabeth would never fade, nor would her power. The Elizabethan Mint, located near the Tower of London, was a place of precision, secrecy, and innovation. Master moneyers like Thomas Stanley and John Launayson oversaw production, ensuring purity and weight met royal standards. Each gold sovereign weighed nearly half an ounce of pure gold, a small fortune in its day, often too valuable for ordinary trade. It wasn't a coin of the people, but a token of the crown, used for diplomacy, gifts, and great transactions. To Elizabeth, every symbol mattered. The coin carried Latin inscriptions proclaiming her divine right. Elizabeth Dgangfret Hib Regina, Elizabeth, by the grace of God, Queen of England, France, and Ireland. In a country still recovering from religious turmoil, this wasn't just money. It was reassurance, a golden promise that England's ruler was chosen by God. The Elizabethan age saw new horizons, sailors like Drake and Raleigh exploring the world, merchants sailing to the east, and treasure fleets crossing the Atlantic. The gold sovereign became a silent witness to England's growing ambition. Gold flowed into Europe through conquest and trade, but in England, it flowed into art, science, and empire. And at the heart of it all, Elizabeth's image reminded every subject and rival that she ruled not only by crown, but by divine favor. As years turned to decades, Elizabeth's coins became more than currency, they became icons. Collectors, nobles, and foreign emissaries hoarded them as symbols of a golden reign. But time, as ever, moved on. When Elizabeth died in 1603, her coins remained behind, tiny portraits of a monarch who refused to age, captured forever in gold. Today, an original gold sovereign of Queen Elizabeth I is among the rarest Tudor coins in existence. Few survive in pristine condition, their details still crisp after 4 centuries. At auction, they can fetch hundreds of thousands of dollars. But their true worth lies beyond gold, the story they carry, of a woman who ruled alone, defied empires, and made her mark on history. Every empire leaves monuments. Rome had marble. Egypt has the pyramids. Elizabeth had her coins, small, bright, and enduring. Even centuries later, the modern British sovereign still echoes her legacy. The name remains the same. The gold still gleams. And somewhere, within each strike, the spirit of the Virgin Queen still reigns. From the fire of the Mint to the depths of history, the gold sovereign of Queen Elizabeth I tells a timeless story, of power, identity, and immortality. For in gold, Elizabeth found not just wealth, but eternity. You're watching Coin Legacy, where history lives through the coins that shaped civilizations.